Hello, good evening. Hope you have had yourself a good enterprising week. Let's now switch to Business Forum, a program where we talk money issues. I'm Jocelyn Nachibule. Business has never faced the type of moral challenges that it faces in today's global economy. Everyone is struggling to be more successful, to make it the next quarterly earnings estimate, to keep their job, to earn a big bonus, or to compete effectively. A recreational center or leisure park is one attractive business venture. It is a place that usually facilitates like sports ground, camping sites, sauna, swimming pool, steam bath, kids playgrounds, and many more activities. However, it is a rare kind of business venture that one needs to part with a huge chunk of cash to set it up. On our way to Wakiso district, we made a stopover at Kavumba Recreational Center. Our reporter visited one of the recreational centers in Wakiso and now reports.
Jogo's Recreational Center, Uganda Wildlife Education Center, Kavumba Recreational Center, Igongo Culture Center, Makindye Country Club are some of Uganda's most common recreational centers. But what does it take to set up a profit-making recreational center like one of the above?
There are two swimming pools. This one, it's 12 meters by 25. Okay. It costed us around 115 million. And the other small swimming pool for kids, the other one is concrete. Okay. Yes, it costed us around 46 million. A month, we get sales of around for both swimming pools, okay, for kids and adults, we get around 7 to 8 million.
Kavumba Recreational Center, located in Wakiso Town Council on a 30-acre piece of land, is a transformed modern entertainment and wild park that receives a minimum of 158,000 both local and international guests. With this kind of turn-up, one is expected to maximize profits. But this is not as it seems because of the many costs involved, especially in maintenance.
We pump and use national water. We pump twice a week. And of course we use chemicals. We treat this water twice a week. Then after we filter. As you can see, we have just filtered, so clean. We use chlorine, argside, alum, 280.
Enoch Rwakajara, the manager, says the only way to keep in business is making your recreational center a one-stop leisure center.
Many people come here just for a few activities, but they find themselves doing some other activities. For example, someone can come for swimming, but he finds we have sauna and steam bath, plus massage and other recreation services. There are some departments which could be like liabilities, okay? Some departments are more than the other, okay? So if you have come for sauna and steam, you may say, no, we have also swimming. Can't we give us like, can't we give you like a membership and you enjoy both activities?
To be successful in life, one has to be a risk taker. There is no business venture that involves no risks. What matters is how much one is willing to withstand the risk. In order to head off this problem, businesses must either be adequately capitalized and must show up cash reserves to meet all obligations as they are needed and to handle downtowns and emergencies that arise.
Matoke is a common sight on the market and on the menu of many families and restaurants in Uganda, but also a staple food for Ugandans. This is common trade in Uganda, sometimes as banana fingers or bunches. Matoke is sold on the market. Ugandans have been eating matoke for many years. In fact, more than 10 million people eat bananas as their main food source in Uganda, and many more feed on it across the country. Aaron Stabaruka was in Intungamo district, well known for its matoke farming, but definitely reaping from its trade. He now reports.
Intungamo district, known to many for matoke production. The municipality on an early morning is awash of matoke business. Youthful, young men and a handful of women do the business. Matoke, as it is locally known to people, is truly one of the most delicious foods served on the Ugandan family menu. But tracking to find out how it gets to most menu is surely from farm to the market and later onto the table. On Ugandan markets, sometimes as banana fingers 1,000 to 3,000 to ease the sell and purchase.
For every bunch of matoke here sells at 10,000 from the farmer. And the business person may be able to earn between 10,000 to 15,000 of each bunch.
Ningo ojja kutuuka e Kampala ng'abantu abagula ettooke ery'emitwalo 3 biiba ttonu mukiwulidde ne amatooke ge basinga okugula agandibadde gatambula obulungi gandibadde gali ku mitwalo 2 n'omutwalo gumu n'ekitundu.
For some banana businessmen and women in this trade, it seems to be making a fortune.
Tufunyeemu obuweerero lwa nsonga nti wiiki ebbanga eryo emabegako tubadde bubi.
For some times, the banana business has not been going on well. It has now stabilized.
Ettooke amate gakula mangu naye enkuba bw'eba etonnya amatooke okula kwago kuba kutono. Moloka ze tugenda tukozesa tukwata nkwate si za lubeerera.
We have a transport challenge because at the moment, we cannot easily take our matoke produce to the different markets. We therefore call on government to help provide us with trucks which can help us transport our produce. Without reservations to this noble trade, traders believe the municipality can do better.
Gavumenti bwesobolera okuyamba yandiyambye nti singa kati ng'akatale kano bw'okalaba ak'entungamu kasobola okukwatagana kabeerawo n'ekibiina. Gavumenti esobola okuyita mu kibiina ekyo n'etuwaluule ne kitwanguyiza mu mulimu gwaffe kuba tesobola gukola nga tulina mmotoka.
Authorities here in Tungamo municipality have gazetted a place as a matoke market, but something better needs to be done. Casual working is something that counts for the youth here in the matoke trade, but as usual, it never goes without mention. There are a number of challenges. My job is to load matoke on the truck. It is fun. I earn from it. But 2,000 is very little every day. It's not worth it. Traders should improve our pay. Hands easily burst up because of the tiring work. We are worried we may develop cancer. Asked on any challenges, Majid Taibwa retaliates that the job is tiring. Matoke marketing in Tunga municipality is an everyday beehive of a matoke mixing with traders from urban areas. They are sure this is where all matoke farmers gather in the district.
If something can be done on the fluctuations, the farmer, the business person from Tungamo to Kampala could be able to earn. Alan Stabaruka, WBS Television.
Uganda Investment Authority, UIA, has advocated for massive industrialization and commercialization of local content. If Uganda is to have improved GDP, Uganda has ample raw materials that only need value addition to boost its economy in the move to raise export revenue and reduce foreign commodity consumption.
Speaking on behalf of Uganda Manufacturers Association, Sebagala Chigozi urged Ugandans to adopt import substitution mechanism through practicing local manufacturing so as to improve on the balance of payment position.
There is nothing that doesn't sell here in Uganda. When we talk of local content, everybody can engage himself in what is going on in every project. If you can't supply water, you can supply bogoya. If you can't supply bogoya, you can supply food. If you can't supply food, you can supply bus. It's a question of going into it, understand it, and see how you come in.
The biased mindsets that the indigenous people possess towards the local products, a stereotype that consequently leads to BOP deficits as imports outweigh exports, needs to be addressed for local manufacturing to flourish.
Instead of importing everything, let them consider manufacturing locally. And we had a good panel of bankers, we had Uganda Manufacturers Association, we had Professor Chamuhangire of value adding to agro products. All of this is to expose more of our SMEs, more of our investors to potential for doing business a different way.
According to the Executive Director UIA, Dr. Frederick Seboa, the tourism sector is yet another virgin area that potential investors need to pay keen attention to. With all the noise being made about oil discovery in the various parts of the country, it is certainly a wise idea to know where to allocate one's financial resources.
Tourism is a sector that could bring a lot of money to Uganda and employ a lot of people in Uganda, and we want to emphasize it. We want to show people that it can also be easily entered into and not only create many jobs, but once our tourism sector has become efficient run, then we will get more tourists coming in from abroad who will enjoy and therefore pay for these services.
One possible measure of regulating import consumption is through the establishment and enforcement of stringent laws, a venture in which the government should have an upper hand. Nancy Okwong, WBS.
National Social Security Fund (NSSF) employees on Tuesday morning woke up to a mess. Unlike the usual mess, this was planned to enhance a business continuity plan, something that many business people have not done, and they sometimes do not have an idea on how to recover from disaster. It is good to always plan normal disruptions to test your employees' ability to withstand disaster such as fire, system failure, and bombs. Many of the NSSF employees were caught unaware as they approached a different situation at their workplace on Tuesday. Details in this report.
In a bid to implement a national business continuity plan, the NSSF top management has today morning toasted a surprise to the Social Security Fund employees as they woke up to an intended breakdown in the system and relocation of staff to different office branches. Managing Director NSSF Richard Byalgaba says the business continuity management framework helps identify potential threats to any organization operations.
We assumed the worst case scenario, that is that the entire NSSF operating infrastructure at Workers' House, including all the IT systems, the fleet of cars, and the building itself have all been destroyed. We disabled our data center at the Workers' House, and we directed all the traffic to our off-site disaster recovery center based in Jinja.
Richard Byalgaba says the invocation and evacuation procedures, business resumption, communication and continuity of the fund's core business processes that lasted 4 hours will be done more often to test their employees' ability to withstand threat.
None of them was aware that this was going to happen. Only 1 or 2 of us were aware in the company that we were going to test this, and the reaction from the rest of my colleagues was absolutely brilliant. I'm glad to note that we've demonstrated that our infrastructure is resilient, robust enough, and can withstand unprecedented disruptions such as disasters. We were able to continue providing our normal services on a smaller scale than we normally do. However, in a short time possible, we were able to set up everything by 10 o'clock, and we were able to continue to serve our customers.
Many government parastatals have been stalled with crisis occurrences that have left them crumbling closed.
We are glad you're still watching Business Forum. We'll take a short break and we come back with more.